Quick question. What if I told you that the bills sitting in your inbox right now, the ones you dread opening, could actually start paying you back? Not in some vague cut your spending way. I mean actual cash landing in your account, generated from expenses you already have. Here's the idea. Every regular bill you pay is really just a relationship with a landlord, a bank, a credit card company, a utility provider, and most relationships like that have more than one direction. Money doesn't only have to flow out. With a little restructuring, some of it can flow back. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 realistic ways to flip everyday bills into small income streams. Real numbers, real timelines, no fantasy math. And at the end, I'll walk you through the easiest, one step by step, plus the mistakes that trip people up. Let's get into it. Let's start with the bill almost everyone has: rent. If you rent an apartment, that money is gone the moment it leaves your account. It buys you a place to live, and that's it. Or is it? Take a simple example. Say you pay $1,400 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment, and one of those bedrooms is basically empty. Maybe it's a guest room you use twice a year. If you sublet that room for $650 a month, your effective rent drops to $750. You're still living in the same apartment, still have your own space, but you just turned unused square footage into monthly income. Or take cashback and rewards. You're going to buy groceries, gas, and pay utility bills no matter what. If you're paying with a card that gives you 2% back instead of a card that gives you nothing, and you spend $2,000 a month on essentials, that's $40 a month showing up basically for free. It's not going to make you rich, but it's real money that used to just disappear. The pattern here is the same in every case. You're not creating a brand new income stream out of thin air. You're redirecting a small slice of money that was already moving, rent, spending, fees, so a piece of it moves toward you instead of away from you. That's the mindset shift. Bills aren't just outflows, they're leverage points. Now let's get specific, because reframe your bills isn't useful unless we talk about exactly how much effort it takes, and how long before you see money. Method 1. Rent arbitrage, subletting or room sharing. This is the biggest lever, and also the one that takes the most upfront effort. The idea, if you have unused space, a spare room, a finished basement, even a driveway or garage in some cases, you rent it out, either long-term to a roommate or short-term through a platform. Let's run real numbers. Say your rent is $1,500 a month. You have one extra bedroom. In a mid-sized city, that room might rent for anywhere from $500 to $900 a month, depending on location and whether it's furnished. Let's use $700 as a conservative middle number. Startup effort. You'll need to check your lease for subletting clauses, possibly get written permission from your landlord, take some decent photos, write a listing, and screen potential roommates. Realistically, that's 5 to 10 hours of work, plus some waiting time to find the right person, often 2 to 6 weeks, depending on your market. ROI timeline. Once you have a tenant, the income starts immediately and repeats every single month. If it takes you 1 month to find someone, you've invested that search time, and from month 2 onward, you're netting $700 a month, with almost no ongoing effort beyond basic communication. Annualized, that's $8,400 a year from a room that was otherwise sitting empty. That's the highest dollar method on this list, but it also has the highest effort and the least privacy. You're sharing your living space with another person, so this only works if that trade-off is comfortable for you. Method 2. Cashback and reward. Stacking on existing bills. This is the lowest effort method, and it works on money you're already spending. Subscriptions, utilities, phone bills, groceries, insurance. The idea: route your recurring bills through a cashback card or a reward system designed for it, instead of a debit card or a no rewards card. Let's do the math. Say your monthly recurring bills, utilities, phone, streaming subscriptions, insurance, groceries, add up to $2,200. A solid cashback card in the 2% range gives you $44 back a month. That's $528 a year just from switching which card number you type in. Some people stack this further with a card that gives higher percentages on specific categories, say 3 to 5% on groceries or gas, which can push the effective return higher, sometimes to $60 or $70 a month, depending on your spending mix. Startup effort. This is genuinely low. You're looking at maybe 1 to 2 hours total, comparing 2 or 3 cards, applying, and then updating your saved payment method across your recurring bills. Most of that update process is just logging into 5 or 6 apps and swapping a card number. ROI timeline. Cashback usually posts monthly or quarterly, so you'll see your first payout within 30 to 90 days, and then it continues automatically forever with zero extra effort after setup. This is the method with the best effort to reward ratio on this list. Small dollar amount, but almost no ongoing work. The only catch: this only makes sense if you pay your balance in full every month. If carrying a balance means paying interest, the interest will wipe out the cashback many times over. This method is a rebate on spending you were already doing responsibly, not a reason to spend more. Method 3. Bill negotiation and rebate programs. This one sits in the middle, moderate effort, moderate reward, and it applies to a wider range of bills than people expect: internet, cable, insurance, even medical bills and gym memberships. The idea: many recurring bills have a list price and a negotiated price, and companies expect a percentage of customers to call and ask for a better rate. If you don't ask, you're paying the list price by default. Real numbers. Say your internet bill is $80 a month. A phone call asking about current promotions, threatening to switch to a competitor, or asking to be moved to a new customer plan commonly gets a reduction of $15 to $25 a month. Let's use $20 as a middle estimate. That's $240 a year from one phone call. Do the same with a car insurance policy, bundling it with home or renter's insurance, or simply calling to ask if you qualify for any new discounts. Often saves another 10 to 15%. On a $1,200 annual premium, that's $120 to $180 a year. Startup effort. About 20 to 30 minutes per call. You're not negotiating from a position of desperation. You're just asking a direct question. Are there any current promotions or discounts I qualify for? Sometimes it works immediately. Sometimes you need to ask for a retention department, which is trained specifically to keep customers from leaving by offering better rates. ROI timeline. This is close to instant. The new rate usually applies on your very next billing cycle, so you'll see the savings within 30 days, and it repeats every month after that without any further effort, until the promotional period ends, at which point you may need to call again. Across just these 2 calls, internet and insurance, you're looking at roughly $360 to $420 a year for about an hour of total phone time. That's an extremely high return on time invested, even if the total dollar amount is smaller than rent arbitrage. Quick comparison. Let's put all 3 side by side so you can see the trade-offs clearly. Rent arbitrage, highest reward, around $8,400 a year in our example, but highest effort and lowest privacy. Cashback stacking, lowest effort, around $500 to $700 a year, fully passive after setup. Bill negotiation, moderate effort, around $350 to $450 a year, and it's repeatable. You can call again next year and often get another discount. None of these require you to take on debt, invest in the stock market, or learn a new skill. They all work by redirecting money that's already moving through your life. Since cashback and reward stacking has the best effort to reward ratio, let's walk through it step by step. Step 1. Add up your recurring monthly bills. Pull up your bank statement from last month and list out utilities, phone, insurance, subscriptions, and average grocery spending. Get one total number. Step 2. Compare 2 or 3 cashback cards. Look specifically at the flat cashback rate, whether there's an annual fee, and whether specific categories like groceries or gas get a bonus rate. A card with no annual fee and a flat 2% is a safe, simple starting point. Step 3. Apply for the card, and once approved, update your saved payment method on every recurring bill. Utilities, phone, streaming, insurance, and any auto-pay subscriptions. This is the most tedious step, but it's a one-time task, not a recurring one. Step 4. Set a calendar reminder for 30 days out to confirm your first cashback payout actually posted. This confirms everything is routing correctly. Step 5. Once it's confirmed working, ignore it. That's the beauty of this method. After setup, there's nothing left to manage. The money just accumulates. Now, the pitfalls, because there are real ways this can backfire. Pitfall 1. Chasing cashback while carrying credit card debt. If you're not paying your statement in full every month, the interest charges will erase every dollar of cashback and then some. This method only works for people who already pay off their card monthly. If that's not you yet, focus on paying down the balance first. That's the higher priority move. Pitfall 2. Opening too many cards for small rewards. Every new card is a hard credit inquiry, and juggling 5 cards to optimize different categories often creates more mental overhead than the extra few dollars a month is worth. 1 or 2 well-chosen cards beats 5 cards you have to think about. Pitfall 3. With rent arbitrage specifically, skipping your lease agreement. Subletting without your landlord's knowledge can violate your lease and put your housing at risk. Always check the paperwork or get written permission first. The extra week of delay is worth avoiding a lease violation. Pitfall 4. With bill negotiation, forgetting that promotional rates expire. That $20 discount on your internet bill often has a 12-month window. Set a reminder to call again when it ends, or the price quietly creeps back up and you lose the savings without noticing. The overall idea here isn't complicated. Bills are just money in motion. With a little bit of setup, anywhere from 20 minutes to a few weeks, depending on the method, you can redirect a slice of that motion back toward yourself. Start with the one that fits your life. If you want something instant and effortless, start with cashback. If you want the biggest number and don't mind sharing space, look at rent arbitrage. If you want a quick win this week, make one phone call to your internet provider and ask for a better rate. Pick one, do it this week, and let the rest of your bills keep working the same way they always have, while this one starts working for you. If this was useful, subscribe for more breakdowns like this, and I'll see you in the next video.